Hey, how you doing? This is Chris from Groom King Barbershop, Fishkill, New York, and today we're with Easy Blade, and it's just a tip of the week. I wanna talk about how much you should charge for a haircut. And it's a very touchy subject. It's a very serious subject because there's a lot of parts that go into it. You know, your skills as a barber, how long have you been cutting hair, the demographics of the area you're in, what's the going rate, and you know, you want to give value to your service. You know, what's the quality of your service, and you know, you don't want to overprice, you don't want to undervalue yourself, underprice. You know, it's like in any business, it's make or break by the price. You understand? So sometimes, you know, you could, even in the food industry, they got excellent food, but it might be too little portions and high price. You're like, man, I ain't going there. I could get something, you know, the same quality, just a lot cheaper. You understand? So as a barber, you want to put all these things into consideration. You understand? And if you want to get these high prices, $50, $60, $70 haircuts, and you have, you know, you're doing, you know, hot shaves, and you're doing neck shaves, you're doing masks, you're doing all these extra services to get it, eyebrows, and you know, if you're doing a la carte and you're adding it up, and that's great, you understand? But you know, you don't want to overprice, and you have to play the part, you understand? So if I worked in Midtown Manhattan and I was demanding $90 for a haircut, my client is going to demand some professionalism from me. Automatically, I should have a suit on. You understand? I should be, you know, well groomed. I should be fresh. You know, the music, the atmosphere, everything should play in a part if I'm demanding these prices. And that's what I want to get to everybody today. You know, if you consider yourself a professional barber, you know, someone that, you know, the going rate around my area is probably $30. You know, give or take 10 both ways, depending where you're at. And you know, you want to dress the part. You understand? You can't come into work wearing sweatpants and chancletas, you know what I mean? You know, reeking of cigarettes, and then you know, you could be a great, excellent barber, but you know, you're not totally there. You're answering your phone, and you know, the experience when they're done, and you say, hey, you know, $30, or let's say, you know, $50 for this haircut service, and you get hot shave. They're gonna be like, what? You know what I mean? You're giving out McDonald's, and you're demanding Del Frisco's steakhouse pricing. You understand? You gotta be realistic, and you have to give the sense to the client that they're winning. You understand? Like, wow, man, this guy, he took care of me, man. You know, he hot towel powdered my neck, man, my haircut is sharp, you know, the way he spoke to me, courteous, you know, all these things play a factor. And when you set that price, make sure you're giving that value to the client, because it's not about the price. It's not about, oh, that barber's charging too much, I'm not going there, you know. Or get your money, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna knock no one's hustle out here. Get your money, set your price, live by it, but definitely live by it and do it the right way. You know, if I'm gonna give out, you know, if I'm gonna say my haircuts are $50, when you walk into that door, I'm gonna make sure I service you, man. We're in the service industry. You know, a lot of barbers that, you know, want to be, you know, celebrity barbers and this, that, and I'll cut you when I can. You know what I'm saying? We're in the service. We're here to serve people. You know, and if you do it at your, you know, the greatest capacity, you know what I mean, when it's talking language and music and atmosphere and skill and attention to detail and the little pampering, you know, you understand? If you're doing all of this, set your price, live by it, and give them an experience they can remember. Like, hey, man, I'm going down to Groom King Barbershop. You know, they really took care of me. They really consider, you know, and sometimes it might be a little too pricey for their pocket, but like we say, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all these things, sometimes you're like, man, I want that stuff because of the you know, the value of it, the quality. You know what I'm saying? You'll pay those prices. I'm a big foodie. I'll go out to eat. I'll spend all the money I want on food. You know what I mean? But I want to make sure that food is going to be good. You understand? So it's not that it's too high or too low. You want to set that value and you want to live by it. You know, you want to come in, you want to put, you know, I'm a New York barber, so I'm not getting, you know, I'm not saying New York, but, you know, I'm Tim Boots and hard denim, you know what I mean? But I'm showering every day, I'm bathing, you know, my breath, you know, you make sure you're brushing your teeth, certs, and, you know, you don't want your breath smelling like The Walking Dead season 3, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure all these things, cologne, hygiene, you know, and when they're like, man, this guy he's a professional, man, you know, because barber life, you know, it is a laid back life. And we, you know, we're artsy. We could kind of wear what we want. We come in at 10, leave at 7. But some people take that for granted. You know what I mean? They start coming in late. They, you know, so make sure you're on it, man. If people see it, man, he's consistent. You understand? He takes care of himself. His skills are there, man. He is going over and beyond. Your clients will not even. They won't even flinch when you say $50, $60, man. You know, I gave a client a hot shave. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything like that, but, you know, I gave him a hot shave and a haircut, 1.5 with a shave, and I charged him $30, right? And he said, $30? You know, I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm in this elite club, and for what the service you gave me, they're charging $200 and a $50 tip mandatory. And, you know, maybe where he was from, you know, they have money and they have this and they have that, but, you know, for me, what I did was, he said, man, he's giving me all of this for this price. I undervalued what I did. And he ended up giving me $100 and saying, hey, here, take this. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, if you overprice or you demand something, you know, people kind of feel a certain way. And now, you know, I don't want, and they won't even tip you. But sometimes if you know, you give them this service, they'll over tip you. You know what I'm saying? So just little things. And in barbering, I always say you have to have discretion. You know what I mean? With the clients, with the pricing, with everything. Have a discretion. You know what I'm saying? And work with the people, bend with the people, and you know, you'll be surprised how far it'll go. How far people will dig into their pockets and give it to you because of the service you've given. But today, this is Groom King, and you know, this is the tip of the week, man. Charge your price, but live by it. You know, give them the quality. Give them go over and beyond on what you're doing, and people will throw money at you.